Grand Rising. Hey, y'all. Top of the morning to you. Who do we have in here? Hey, One Case Creation. Hi there. Hey, Miss Maria. Hey, Miss Cyrus. Good morning, y'all. Kay says, I was just watching the friends say ground beef and taco. Sauce goes with it. It does. It does. Yeah, yeah. Let's see. You can put that together in the gift. Hey, y'all. What y'all got going on today? Happy early. What's today? Like Wednesday or something? No, it's Friday. It's Friday. It's 2 days before my birthday. Miss Dyrus says, glad I caught her live at work. Thank you, Miss Dyrus. Sunday's my birthday. I have a pretty full day ahead of me today. I got a couple of things that I need to get done. So I figured I would jump on for just a few minutes now. And if nothing else, show you the boxes that I've done. As you can see, Boop is the next box that I'll be doing. So here's her stuff. Let's see if we can put her to the side gingerly so she doesn't disconnect us. Turn the replay off to watch it live. I appreciate you. Thank you, Miss Dyrus. Thank goodness it's Friday. I know, right, Maria? Um, why did you leave the pocketbook out? Why did you leave the pocketbook out? What pocketbook? Kay says, hey, chat. What pocketbook did I leave out? What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? The stuff that I just put over to the side. Is that what you're talking about? I'm gonna figure out which ones of those I can put in there. So no, it hasn't been officially left out. It's just not up here right this second. So these are some of the cake boxes that I've done thus far. Um, actually, I can only show you like three of them. Can't show you Winnie the Pooh or Mickey Mouse because they are not in here. They're in the workshop. Um, hey Sean, she says, hey sis, I see you in there working at Magic. Let me see what I missed so far. I know you're gonna say go back and watch the replay. I would not. I would not. The burgundy one in the replay. I'm gonna have to go and look. Okay, I don't know why I left it out. I don't know why. But thanks for stopping by, Sean. You got a few more minutes. I know you winding down over there. But thanks for giving a little time. Hey, Auntie's gift baskets and more. Welcome in. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to go and look. There's a burgundy one I left out, so I'm gonna have to go and look and see what you're talking about. Yeah. So this is one of the ones that I've done. I'm trying to get the glare out of it. But in this particular Hello Kitty gift, there are a pair of Hello Kitty pajama pants here. We have notifications. We got 19 people in the chat, 21 people in the chat, and 8 thumbs up. You guys could just double tap your screen. Just do it like that. Do that to your screen. And then you should see that after you do that. Oh. So we have the sleep pants in here. We got a Hello Kitty sleep mask. We have a pair of Hello Kitty slides and Hello Kitty socks. I put it all in one of the coat boxes. I didn't buy the cake boxes. I bought the coat boxes, and I cut a hole in the front of it to make my own display window. I wrapped it in some cello paper, polka dot cello paper. I added some um, gift ribbon across the sides, and I put a little picture of what the pants look like right here. And this actually came off of the shoes to tell you what size they are, so I put that up there. So other than that, there is a little label on the back that tells you sleep pants and what size the sleep pants are. And if I have shoes or whatever, it's going to show that on the back also. So here is one of them. I need to move near you so I can have some of that cuteness for baskets. Thank you, ma'am. Kay says, couple have put the gift set in one side and the bear and purse on the other side. That's it in my Ronnie voice. cake boxes, put the gift on one side and the bear and purse on the other side. Cute, cute. Thank you, ma'am. So here's Hello Kitty. We also have, who else is over here? Care Bears. Care Bears also has a pair of sleep pants. See if this is in the camera and not glared out. Yeah. A pair of sleep pants. We got her some Snuggadoo socks. This is a cosmetic bag, and then we got a two-piece fragrance mist and body lotion. Also with the picture of the pants at the bottom and another little tag up to the top. And polka dot cello wrap and polka dot ribbon. And this is what I was talking about. I just put the size, the pants and the size down there so they can see them. And so that's what they look like on the back of all of them. Perfect gift. Thank you, Miss Iris. Super cute. Those are cute. Thank you, Short. So yeah, these were cake boxes. I got them during, coat boxes. I got them during the Walmart clearance sales. So we paid cents for the cake boxes as opposed to $3, $4 for them. Like I said, just used an X-Acto knife and cut out a little window in the front of them and put them together, and I made my own cake boxes. So we're just putting stuff in those. Like I said, I'm going to put some stuff in Betty Boop, but let me get these off of here. And where did I put my box? Where are my boxes? There's one over there. Let me take the stuff out of that one. So that's that. And you can do this type of a gift. Move this chair over. You guys know y'all can do that kind of a gift in any of your boxes, whether it's a coat box with a window or something that's closed in. If it's something that's closed in already, just don't put the top on it. Only do half of it, like just the bottom, and then just wrap it in your cello or your shrink wrap or whatever you want to do. You get the same effect. It just won't have, I guess, per se, a window unless you cut a window in it. So this box, this is just the box that I was just using. So it's just a regular coat box, but you can use any of the boxes that we have and do the same thing. And just like this, you'll only use the one part, put your stuff in there, and then put your cello wrap on it or your shrink wrap or whatever, and close in your box. So it'll just be a flat concept pretty much inside of the box. Maria, good morning, Miss Brenda Lee. Welcome in. Trying to say, girl, if I try cutting a window in that box or bag, ain't no telling what the window will look like. You did an amazing job. Thank you. Right, my window's gonna be crooked. Mine are too. It's perfectly fine. They don't even notice. They do not notice. Now, what I did use as my guide was like one of those other boxes. I don't even have it up here, but just a regular shirt box. I use that as my guide. So I take my shirt box, I open up my coat box like this, and I take my shirt box and put it down, already. And then I take a pencil and go around, trace it out. Then I remove the shirt box out of the way, take my X-Acto knife and then a ruler, place my ruler down, and then I cut the line on the side of the ruler. And I do that on all of them. So yeah, some of them will be a little bit off and all of that kind of stuff. Some of it won't. It's just, it is what it is. So the cake boxes that you saw that I've already done, I pretty much did those freehand. And by freehand, I mean I didn't have a ruler to guide me to keep me from going all wavy. I just cut them freehand with that. And those are not perfect. But you guys didn't say a thing about it then. So that's what I'm saying. You guys, they're not going to see it, y'all. they're really not. Um, like these things are not, they're not straight. This is not straight. It's not straight up here. It's not straight over here. The lines are wavy and everything, but you don't see any of that. So don't let that be, now if that's something that's going to irk you, then it's going to irk you, and there's nothing that we can say about it. But I will say grant yourself some grace because it's not that big of a deal. It's a freaking cardboard box. They'll be all right. The gift is not the cardboard box. I just wanted to make it pretty. So don't be afraid. Cut up some. They'll be fine. Ain't nobody worried about that. But yeah, give it a try. Give it a try. The polka dot paper works great. It does. Or a ruler. Right, right, right. Yep. Just something with a straight edge to it, a sharp edge. Well, not a sharp edge, but something with a straight edge to keep you from waving off. But other than that, y'all cut that box up. Ash Luck says, good morning and happy Friday. What you making? I'm supposed to be putting together another coat box, aka cake box. Ash Looks. So, yeah. Now that is smart. See, that's why I love you all. Something we just don't think about doing till we watch y'all right. Yeah. Can we match the views with the likes, you guys? It's coming. It's coming. We got 15 on, and I see 14 thumbs up. Thank y'all. Sure can't see it. No, you can't. You cannot. That's why I'm like, child, cut that box up. Ain't nobody studying that box. Heck, I got two or three of them over there that just absolutely sliced up and did all kind of ridiculousness with. You know what I'm gonna do? The boxes that don't have a lot of weight to them, I'm gonna stick them at the bottom and use that to help make my other box a little bit more sturdy. So like if I put some, once you start putting weightier stuff in there, you want to make sure that you've got a little something to your box, to the bottom of the box. So the ones that I messed up on, I literally closed them back down, made them skinny, and slid them into the bottom of here, and put my paper or whatever else I wanted to put up there. So no boxes are going to waste. If they're not cute enough to pass my test, then I'll stick them in the bottom, and they'll be used as, I guess, a foundational piece to make my box a little more sturdy. Hey, Crystal. Hey, Miss Still Classy. Welcome in. I 86 the top of my gift. Y'all cutting up. Y'all cutting up. So that's all I did. Like I say, I have some items over here that we're going to see if we can put in here before I actually make it out of the house today. We're going to do this today, you guys. I've been putting it off long enough. I ran out yesterday to take some stuff to the post office. But other than that, we are going out. Oh, and one case creation. Here, let me turn this off for 1 second, y'all. Because y'all will need to see all the business. One case creation. Why are you playing, girl? Why are you playing? Why are you playing? We got light pink. We got dark pink. Sitting up here on my table. I'm finna leave my house in like an hour or 2 hours tops. It's 7:30. Yeah, I'm gonna be out of here by 9:30. So the choice is yours. But they're sitting here waiting. Hey, Still Classy. Still Classy has her cup of coffee this morning. Kay says, and I wrap the box with the blankets, no wrapping paper. Yes. Yep, you can do that as well. We wrap in wire baskets with blankets. We wrap in all of the things. Anything you got, wrap it with a blanket. Wrap it with something. And ain't no number to tell what mine would be. Hey, El Bully. Welcome in. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, here. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I can walk in front of this camera. Not today. Not right now. I have several other gifts over there that I guess I could be showing you guys. But I'm determined to work on this coat box before I leave. But yes, so we have things like this. And y'all see him just teetering over here in this box. Let's see. Hey, Miss Ethel, welcome in. We're up bright and early. Yes, ma'am. We are on our way out of here. Hey, Justice Shane, welcome in. But yeah, this is one of those metal baskets from the DG. And I literally took a blanket and wrapped it up. I found a box that would fit down here. I wrapped the box up and used it as my foundation. I also used it as my backer. There's actually a picture in there. But I used it as my backer. So now I can come in, and this was just a prototype because I'm going to change this blanket out. But yeah, stick my bear in there and put whatever else up there and call it a day. As you can see, he needs a little love. So that's why he ain't going nowhere. But yeah. Stick it up there. Blanket, bear, reusable um, container. And then we can just put some fragrance or something up there. Let's see, what do I have up here to put up there? Here, we'll give them some champagne and a body wash and a spray. I don't know. I'm just sticking stuff up there so you guys can see. You can put stuff in there. It's perfectly fine. That's beautiful. It's our fuel. Yes, I need to be making me some tea. I graduated with y'all this year. I did a purple concept wrapped with a blanket. I'm growing up, y'all. Look at you. Look at you. Happy Friday, bundles of blessings. Ethel says, I have that exact bear. Can't wait to see what you do with it. He'll probably be sitting up here. He can be sitting in something looking like he looking just right now. The only thing is I'm going to put something across his feet, and that's going to be it. But he going outside. He's going outside. So I got a 2023, and I mean 25, and I actually have a 2023 that was in its original bag from whatever store I got it from. I was like, honey, why are you still in here? So yeah, we're gonna get him out of here too. So, but yeah, we're gonna do that and set him up. Now, something else you could do, because this is fine. This is it, and this is all. You can put a floral arrangement in here. You can put a box of chocolates for those of you who are doing boxes of chocolates. You can put a balloon, stick you a balloon stick, and stick a balloon up there, and call it a day. It doesn't have to be a lot. It just depends on what your price point is. Build them up according to what pricing slot you would like them to be in. So if I want him to be $100, then I'm gonna put $100 worth of stuff in him. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make it be the value. But we are gonna keep in mind that we have a wire basket down here that's literally 15 to 20 bucks. The bear was $10. Nowadays, these bears are like 15 bucks. And whatever else we have going on. The blanket costs money. So you want to make sure you're keeping up with your amounts as you're building them up to get them to the price points you want them to be in. Hey, Hope, how you doing? I think I saw a short and a live from Hope last night. I slept through. Y'all, I was in the bed at like 8 o'clock. I've been sleeping. That's why I'm up so early. Well, not up so early, but at a point to where I'm working this time of morning. Simple and to the point, exactly. Miss Ethel says, exactly. I took some felt and glitter hearts over the 2025. Yep, that's what I was going to do. Some hearts, some stickers. I don't think I have any actual velvet, so that's why I didn't say that. But we're gonna figure out something to put on them feet, cause he going outside in 2026. I'm hanging in there, sis. Thanks for asking. How are you? Where'd you get the hearts, Mrs. Stella? They have some hearts at like Dollar Tree. Like I have these little packs of hearts. I don't know if these are the ones Mrs. Stella is talking about, but these are options as well. They're just paper, felt hearts on, and they're stickers. So you can literally take these and stick them on the bottom of the feet and cover that up. So if you want to, I wouldn't do a red because of course it doesn't match the red, but you can just cover those up with stickers. You do a white, I mean whatever colors you're wanting. They come red, white, and pink in this particular bag, and they have multiple different sizes. So they have the little babies. I don't know if you can see that. But there's a little baby one. Larger size. Okay, thank you. Hey, Miss Sally Barlow, welcome in. Blessed morning to you as well. Maria says put socks on them. There you go. I'm good. Gotta do a double today. Those are the ones that, yes. Yep, these are the ones from Dollar Tree. So you can put any of this little kind of stuff up there. They do have some other stickers that look a little bit different than these ones do, but it's just a matter of, whichever stickers you have access to or you won't. If you don't want to go this route, there are some at like Dollar General that you can put up there. It's just a matter of you figuring out which ones you want to put or how you want to put it. But yes, I've heard people put a whole piece of felt or whether they're tacky gluing it or hot gluing it, or I even saw a video about a lady talking about gluing the felt patches on there. I was like, yeah, she got me beat. I ain't sewing nothing on no bell. But I guess I can't say, you never say never. I just don't think that's in my list of things to do today. I was trying to put two of the same size hearts up there to show you that just two of them will literally cover up the entire thing on his foot. So I don't know if you can see that if I get my fingers out of the way. But just two of them cover that entire 2025 up. Socks would be cute, actually. Yes, it would. I have some socks over here. Y'all want to put some socks on them? Do I put baby socks on them? I'll put adult socks on them. That way they can use the socks. Let's see. Who do I have over here? We have some of these socks that I wanted to keep for myself with the little frills on there. I can't believe y'all got me putting socks on the bell. Maria, with her suggestions that I absolutely love. Let's put the sock on here and see. Y'all see how off track and off focus I be? That's why I cannot play with y'all. I cannot. Because I was supposed to be doing a cake box. And look at me up here putting socks on the bell. Oh. This look like knee highs on her. This girl got on some, she got on some knee highs. She's a little too grown. Anyway, I can't believe I just did that. Socks would be cute. Sharp pull through, you got this. That's a good idea. Still got to cover up the ear though, right? Yes, I would still cover it up, Sean. I leave it, I would cover it up, but I put some socks on. I glued some felt on someone's. It's cute. The other one is the tutorial was necessary. Y'all know. But yeah, we just put a pair of socks on them. These are longer socks. These are like ankle socks with the frills. So, you know, either figure out how you're going to do them or figure out how you're going to get them on his leg. Because she looks like she got on stockings now. This bad and doing some whole other stuff with these little frilly socks on. Is that a wire basket? Yes, ma'am, it is. I just wrapped up my stuff in my box with a blanket and shoved it down in this wire basket. One Case Creation does this a lot with her baskets and stuff. So I was using, I've used this technique with rugs. You guys went crazy when I showed you one of those scatter rugs. And I put it as my base of my basket. So yeah, wrap up whatever you got down there for those wire baskets, because you still want the wire to show, but you don't want it to have to be full of paper and stuff down there. So Sean says, Esmarie, can you show us how to wrap the blanket and the backer, for the newbies? If not today, one day. Sure. Sure, Sean, sure. What's in here? Let's see what's inside of here. Let's see what's inside. Oh yeah, this is just paper. Ain't nothing in there but paper in a box. Yep. Backer, piece of cardboard, plaque, whatever you want to put in there. Let's put that down. Here's a box. And I got tissue in so you can sit on something. But the box is so that I would get a flat surface and all that kind of stuff. And this is what else is in the box. So I literally take my blanket and open it up. And I want some hanging over all the sides. So I'm going to have a little hanging over this side. I'm going to have some hanging over that side. I just want to open it up so that I can get stuff inside of it, right? So once I do that, here, let's switch this out, actually. Let's switch, because that's what I was going to do, take this blanket out of here, put a different blanket in. red blanket. Hey, Michelle. Welcome in. Hey, Lisa Anderson. Grand Rising. Hope you're doing amazing. I am. It is 2 days before my birthday. So I'm finna get in the streets. I got stuff to do. So I figured I'd come up here and do a cake box with you guys. But it's turned into a whole other situation. As y'all know we do. Sally says, oh yeah. Hey, Miss Sally. Thank you, baby. Some people need to see how it's done. Just asking for a friend. You are welcome, Sean. Thanks for asking. And that's the other thing, you guys. If y'all have questions or don't know how we're doing stuff, y'all ask us. We be sitting up here. I mean, it may derail our plans for our life, but if we're able to help somebody while we're up here, then we're able to help, you know? So y'all don't be afraid to ask if it's not something that you're aware of, and also ask who you could go and look at. Do you have additional tutorials on putting a blanket inside of a wire basket? Who else does this type of a concept? So I can go and look at the way they're doing it. But don't be afraid to ask. You don't know what you don't know until you see it, you know. And that's kind of what our community helps a lot with, is for everybody to get ideas and figure out how to do things. So while I'm talking, I'm basically just kind of making sure my blanket's a little bit straight. This one has lines and all that kind of stuff on it, so I was trying to make sure I had enough room in the bottom for my box to fit in flush. So if I put it in and it's jumbled up like that, then I'm not going to be able to get my box in. Once I put it in, it's going to pull the rest of my stuff. So I'm just kind of making sure I have enough room on all four corners. So when I put it in there, it'll sit down flush. Thank you. I'm that friend, says Bundles, because I usually wrap mine around a box. Love y'all. S. Marie. I got my pointer. I found mine at Staples. Did you, Michelle? Good job. Y'all know I love that pointer. All right, what did I do with the box I just had? Okay, so we have it up. We have it in the inside. We'll see how much space I got up here to make sure it's going to be able to get around some stuff to the top. And I think we're good. Pull this up just a little bit. This is a shorter blanket than the other one I just had. So we pulled them up just a little bit. Pulled that up just a little bit. Now I have enough at the top to wrap around whatever my backer is going to be. So you don't have to do it, but in this case I had a backer on this to make it kind of be like a little chair for him to sit in. So I want to make sure I still have some up here for him to sit on. Have to wrap around my top. And I know the OGs in the comments like, girl, you doing it all wrong, because everybody has their little method, but we do what works for us. That's the thing. You see how somebody's doing it, and then you take it and make it your own. So I just stuffed that box inside the basket. I'm going to take some of this extra filler, and I'm going to stuff it on the sides, because I want my basket to be full. I'm sorry, I threw your whole live off. No, you're fine. So now that we talked down how this is done, we can go back to business at hand. It is perfectly fine. It is. I don't care nothing about that. It is. The only reason I say that is because a lot of times I don't have a direction for my live to be going. So, I actually had, I was like, okay, I'm going to finish these, because that's what I was working on these last couple of days, these cake boxes. So I was like, I'm going to do that, But no, this is fine. Nobody worry about that. And as you see, there's some little spots, some little gaps in my blanket. So I'm just trying to give enough fabric so that when I adjust the stuff inside, it's going to push it along the edges the way I want to. And it's not going to really push it if I don't have enough fabric for it to go in. So now that I did it, I'm just slide my box forward, and that helps cover in some of those gaps. And the same for stuff on the sides. So let's open it back up, show you. We just got this in here. It's just hanging out. The backer I had was this picture. So these things people leave at the store sometimes. I pick them up because I use them as backers, whether they're in concepts like this one back here, He could literally go on the back of there, and that can be a backer. Um, but in this particular case, we're going to stab it down into this box. That bear looks like he's supervising your concepts. It's a cutie. That bear always supervising. He got to get from up here too. Hey, Sneeze, welcome in. So now we got a backer up here. You can put it down as far as you want. You can sit it on top of the box. Build out your foundation. How you build out your foundation. I need to tell y'all that. I'm trying to get it up on top of this box I had it on. But build out your foundation. And then we're literally going to take this blanket, the rest of this extra, and we're going to bring it over. Last piece in the back. And that's to keep my backer from slipping down. All right. Take her, stick up there. She's fine. We will secure her, of course. But then we're just going to take it and we're going to drape the stuff over there. Boom. We're going to drape it over. There we go. And there's no rhyme or reason. You put it in there how you need to, however neatly you need it. And then you go back and fill up your, fill in your gaps. Clean up your edges, whatever else it is that you need to do. You want it to be a little more, sturdy on one side. And you open it up a little bit and move that paper to the front so that it's not creating a little hole right here. You see the hole? So I would flip that back. Flip that back. Take my hand, rearrange my paper in here so that it actually covers this little spot. Now I'm going to throw it back over here and close it back up. And this is, a quick thingy. But yeah, so there we go. Now, of course, when you guys do it, it's going to look way better than this. But this is just a box. Inside, some paper, some stuffing in there to give my bear some cushion. And now that we got the blanket up there, we could just go back in and put whatever other stuff we wanted to put in there. For everybody that needed this tutorial, we accept all forms of payment, especially cash. Just kidding, says Sean. Bundles laughing. I'm one of the ones as well because, honey, I be making a mess. For real. Ooh, I need that blanket right now. It's freezing. Oh, no, Marie. Love you. Love it. Thank you for sharing this. You're welcome, Bundles. So, there we have it. I'm going to go ahead and get off. Sean is on her way on. Sean, you still on? You coming on today? She was talking about having to work a double. I just thought about it. But we got something in, so I feel good. I'm happy we got something done today. At least this aspect of it. I'm finna go over here and put this Betty Boop in this cake box. So I'm gonna let you guys go. And I think Sean's coming on in the next couple of minutes, less than 10 minutes. We'll wait and see what she has to say in the chat. Michelle says, S. Marie, is that supposed to storm there? Is it supposed to storm there this weekend? It's supposed to rain on my birthday on Sunday, but we're not due for the freezing ice and rain, the ice storms that you guys are showing. I think we're supposed to get down to about like 20 or 30, something like that. 30 maybe? I forget. But we're not due for a super bad storm, as far as I know. I'll have to ask my husband, the weather guy, because y'all know I don't be paying attention. Hey, All Occasions Gifts. Welcome up. Welcome in. Marie says, so when they unwrap the gift, there's a picture. Surprise, surprise. Great idea. I probably would not leave that in there. But you can. I mean, it's the part of your gift or not. But do maybe a cardboard You could do a foam board in there. You can do some of the these wall decor things that we have. You know, some of them said like spring or welcome to our home or something like that. You could use something like this so that it's not taken away from the aesthetic. Of course, this one is fine. But if it says spring or something, put this back there, put it in the inside. It's not taking away the aesthetic of your gift. It's not clashing with your colors. But they absolutely will have a wall decor piece that they can use for the springtime. So it is the gift that keeps giving. They got a wire basket they can use, a little bit of wall decor in there. Surprise, surprise. But yeah, you put all kind of stuff in there. No, I love the idea. Stay safe. You as well, Miss Dyrus. Hey, Pamela Campbell, welcome in. So yes, so we just showed you guys, or I just went over how I wrapped a box to put inside of a wire basket. And we also put a sock on a bear to cover up his previous year foot. So I would suggest, I think it'll be fine. I think it would be best that you go ahead and cover it. However, you're going to cover up that number on that foot that year. And then Maria suggested we put some socks on him. So this is the sock that I have, but this take this bear into a whole nother thing because it looked like she got on a garter belt. So there she is. Right in there. Let's get her off of my table. Questions, comments, or concerns? So bundled. She don't look like she got on the garter. Is it just me? Iris says, all my tall gifts have that skinny backer. I got them for a penny at DT. Yes, ma'am. They also have some Valentine's ones, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, the backers, check them out because there are some, and the canvases, those little small canvases. Oh, quite a few of those are as well. So, if you're needing some of that kind of stuff, check and see. Because the tree store, they should be. Here, my sock off this bear. The tree store has them for a penny. They've pennied out. Your miles may vary with regards to getting pennies from the tree stores, Dollar Trees, but so no. Stay on. I'm not coming on. What? Shant the Queen face and I know better. Hold on, y'all. Let me take this bit out of here. I hear y'all. I hear y'all. I guess we can turn this into a show and tell. Here's a gift that I created. Sean says, no, stay on. I'm not coming on. So apparently we've moved into the 8 o'clock slot today, you guys. Thanks for sharing with us. You're welcome, Darius. I hope it helps. I mean, it is Valentine's Day correct bundle, so she can have a garter on. I know that's right. Put her in a little riskier basket. Marie says, Shan't you had me cracking up? Uh, life insurance. Oh, yeah. The side jobs. That was funny. That was funny. Other ways to make money. Um, so this is one of my gifts that would be probably in my $100 range. Um, this is one of the tubs that we get from the, what is that, tree store, Dollar Tree. Thanks, Sean, for asking that teaching moment of S. Marie. Pamela, no, I'm not coming today. I'm a rest before I come back to work. Okay. So yeah, we have a bear in here. He's got little gold feet and gold ears. We have a jewelry case. There is a tumbler cup up here. Here is a Reebok, what do you call these? Fanny packs. So that's what that is. Um, I had to give a little bit of color. So the roses were my pop of color to bring out some of all these neutrals. There is a wall decor plaque back there that just says, I love you, I love you. You can't really see it, but they'll see it when they open it. So that's really all there is up here besides this little pack of eye masks. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 items primarily up front. Then we have a little decor. On the back, there is the 5-piece bath set. And this one is the massage oil, candle, hand cream, body cream. There's the little handle from my bag up there to make sure it stays in place. We added some red, white, gold, and I think silver shred. They were multicolor, so I just added the red in there to kind of bring it out some more. And we topped it with this is like brown and black chevron. Then I went in with a red. And then this one is white and red polka dot. So we combined all that and made a little bow for it. So that's that one I did the other day. That's pretty. Thank you, Marie. When you see the pointer come out, classes in session. Yes, ma'am. Yes. That's a big beauty. 150. Yes, ma'am. Ivory Kisses. That's exactly where it's going. So yeah, we got some substantial things in there. I try to look at how many core items I have in there to help me determine what the pricing of it. So if I have like one core item, which may be like a purse, robes, slippers, bears, those are kind of core items for this particular holiday. So if I have multiples of those in there, then the price is going up substantially. So yeah, so that's how I get my gifts to be in the price range I need them to be in. So we got her. Mm-hmm. It was gonna be 45 minutes, but they didn't ran me over. But I'm finna hang up on them. They already know. They already know. Good morning, happy Friday. Thank you, Mia. Welcome in. Chant says, y'all have an amazing weekend. Hopefully I will see y'all Sunday. S. Marie, loving your concepts. Thank you, Chant. Bonus, you heard me? That's what you laughing at. So here we have another one of our totes. This time I added a floral, one of those, some of those stickers, those decals that we got from the tree store for a penny also. So we put a couple of those up there. And we have, this is a Dollar Tree bear. Yeah, this is one of the Dollar Tree bears. I changed out his bow and gave him a blue bow because that red wasn't doing it for me. He has a shower gel and spray back here. This box with the gold and blue. There's the tumbler cup. Excuse me. We also have a loofah down in there and a little baby candle. And he has one of the Dollar General wallets with him. Put a little flower in there for some decor. And on the back, which I should have probably turned this around, but this is a magnetic makeup brush stand. So it includes the stand and all of these brushes. So that's what's on the other side. Usually, like I did with the other ones, I'll switch this around so that they can at least see what's on it from the back. Especially when you cannot see it from the front. And in this case, you can't see what's in this box. So normally I would have switched that around. But if I have to open them up for any other reason, I may switch it around. If not, he'll go outside looking like that. We got blue, gold, and a golden white polka dot bow. And that was that one. Beautiful basket. Thank you, Maya. Hey, Esther Joy. Still Classy says, Sean, I can't wait until Sunday. You better call me. Michelle says, I appreciate my customers, but my area is $100 or less. I could give them anything. They just don't spend. Well, that's part of the thing, Michelle. You gotta know your customers and what they're used to. A lot of mine started coming when I came around. I had this. There are a lot of people that sell the roses in the bags, and that kind of thing. The smaller gifts, the mug gifts by themselves, and all that kind of stuff. So when I hit, and I actually had stuff in box, in gifts, I think that's what kind of drew a lot of the people. And also my use of non-traditional vessels as well as items in my gifts. Like I don't mind putting the house stuff in there. Y'all know my first year or two, I didn't do any Bath and Body Works because I was doing large pictures, mirrors, candle sets, floral arrangements, things like that. So there wasn't a lot of room for the, lotions and the all of that kind of stuff. Now we did make it cute, but it wasn't. My baskets weren't focused on Bath and Body stuff. So that's why I said I had to get back to my roots and actually give my people what they started coming to me for, and that was some things other than, a lot of body care stuff. So that's why we're doing the sleep pants and the slippers and that kind of stuff, because that's kind of where I was. I hope you're taking that pointer out on the streets. For when they ask what's in the gift, I will. I hadn't thought about it, but now that you said it, Monos, I surely will. Love this basket. How are you going to charge? This is also going to be one over the $100 mark. So I had pulled out 10 of these tubs, and all 10 of them are going to be $100 or more for these tubs. Now, the wire baskets that you saw, those are also going to be over there. The ottomans, some of my heart boxes. I have a lot of gifts that I've carried over from previous seasons. So there, I have more than enough inexpensive or the smaller gifts. So I needed to bring out some money. So I moved on to larger baskets. Haven't done any of my really big bears because I don't have anywhere to put them. Like, I don't have anywhere to put them. So when I work that part of it out, then I'll get started on some of those. But as it stands, we're still working with these ones here. I give them what they want. Money is money. Yes, yes, yes. So in this particular case, we got a wallet, a bear. So this will probably, I'm thinking this may be right at 100, something like that. Whereas the last one you saw had a purse, a jewelry case, a very large gift set on the back, and the bear. So that one was a little bit more. Now this one you guys saw me struggling with the other day. Because I was trying to put this purse up here. Let's see if I can get her up higher so you guys can see her back or something. Okay. So there is a purse at the bottom. Then there's a bear and a thing. But as you can see, the bear is actually sitting inside of a basket. The purse is just dangling off on the front. I just made a little ledge for it to hold my purse. But there's the basket. That's the construction of it. And that's what it looks like on the back. But in this one, we have the purse up front. We have a little peach bear. He actually used to say, "Love you, Mom." But I took his little heart off and gave him a flower instead. Gave him a ribbon on his neck to kind of go with the burgundies and the whatever other colors these are. Gave him a little flower. I used this plum set, sugared plum. I used that. So we have the whatever that is, and then the body scrub over here. I put one of the little Arabic colognes in there, and there's a loofah hanging in the back on this side. So what's in this gift set is actually the thing that's resting, what the animal's resting on. I don't know if you can see it right there. But there is a robe, a pillowcase, a sleep mask, and a scrunchie. So all of this pink stuff, peach stuff back here, those are all, that's the robe and all that kind of stuff. So this is another instance where I really could have taken this and turned it around because you don't see any of that with him on there. So that's why I turned some of my stuff around so that you can actually see what's in the back. because they're not going to see that. And that's really a part of the gift. That's why I want $100, because you have a satin robe, a satin pillowcase, a satin eye mask, and a satin scrunchie. You have a two-piece um, body wash, scrub, and a loofah, and you have a perfume. You have a bear, and you have a purse. So all of that, they need to know that they're getting, some good money in this box, and that it's not just a backer. It's not this back here. There's stuff in there. So I may have to switch them around. And this one is going to be opened because this bag is not the best. This is one of those cheap bags from, remember Dollar Tree used to sell those little bags? This is one of those types of bags. The two that's in a pack or whatever. He crinkles up a lot. He snags on everything. So it's got to come out of this bag and go into another one. And of course, this is not the bow for this. So that's that. Iris says, FYI, I went to Ollie's. They have ribbon for $1. One store I found 100 yards of satin rolls. Ooh, that's nice. That's what I need. Satin's what I'm using to put on these boxes. That's really pretty. Thank you. Now that's a nice wifey basket indeed. So there we have it. So that's all. That's the end of show and tell. I mean, there's like probably 50 baskets in there on my floor, but you guys have seen majority of them by this point, so we'll spare you that. But those are some of the ones that I was working on that you guys may not have saw completed. So there's that. Where did I put my other box?
That's what time you gonna be here now. Oh, okay.
Good morning, Kathy. Welcome in. Welcome in.
Okay. Right.
So we have a Betty Boop shirt. We want the basket tour. No, Essence Joy, not the basket tour. Not the basket tour. We've done the basket tour. Most of the things that well, I can't say that. I was going to say y'all saw me do, but I've been doing some other stuff. I know there ain't nobody but Essence over there laughing. The one laughing emojis going up. Let's create 10 more. I'm ready. Girl, look at y'all. I told y'all I'm going outside today. I ain't been outside in like a week. I'm going outside today. There's business to be done out the door, so that's where we're going. So I'm not going to sit in here and play baskets with you guys. Not today. Betty Boop, of course, is not going to stay like this. I just kind of folded her up to put her out the way. I got to figure out how I'm going to fold her and what else I'm going to use. So we also have, Essence says yes. I knew it was you. We got some crew socks, some more crew socks. I don't know which ones. We got some Betty Boop crew socks. I also pulled 3 different bags. I tried to go with something flat, considering this is for the most part a flat concept. She said, "Last you tell right, bundle. Y'all don't have me in the house today." I actually talked to myself sternly yesterday. You've got to leave the house. You have to go outside. There are things for you to do outside. You have to leave the house. So now that I'm leaving, here go Essence talking about, let's go over all of the baskets. No, ma'am, not today. I was trying to figure this out. But anyway, this is some kind of stadium bag. And collegiate stuff goes pretty good here because we have several colleges here. So collegiate items, clear bags and things like that, I can get away with a lot of that kind of stuff because they use those during the seasons and to go to games and all of that kind of stuff. So here's another one. This is actually a Reebok. This Reebok is very similar to the one that was in the gold gift. So this is actually what it looks like. It's just a mesh fanny pack. It says Reebok right there on the front. And yeah, so this will go in here, or I have some of these little bags that we got from the Dollar General. Quiet, unassuming, but she can go in there as well. So other than that, that's about as far as I had gotten. I may put her some lip gloss up here. I think I had pulled this lip gloss that may go inside. So those are some of the items. I had the same talk to stay in. Yes, talk sternly to myself. Y'all know Esmeree is a businesswoman, but we will see if she goes shopping. Yeah, I will go shopping. Ain't no we'll see. I do have some things to purchase. Yes, ma'am. Now, how much of it will be for this business, I don't know. But yes, we are going outside. There are things that have to be done. Have to be done. Good morning, Faithful Five Designs. Welcome in. Top of the morning to you. Hope you've had a good one. So I guess, do y'all want to see this cake box, or do y'all want to see more gifts? I feel bad glossing over Essence Joy's request to do gift gate. So we'll take a vote from the people in the chat. What size is this? This looks 10, actually. Oh, it's a large. We'll take a vote from the people in the chat. What y'all want to see? Y'all want to see some more gifts? A couple more gifts? So y'all want to see if I can pull off this Betty Boop box. I don't know where my little lint thing is. So we're going to go old school on them. I'm late to the party. You're fine. You are fine. I will tell you what you missed earlier. I showed a couple of the cake boxes that I've completed. Actually, coat boxes that I turned into cake boxes. So I showed a couple of those. I also showed a wire basket that I had wrapped with a blanket. And so it's an open wire basket. We wrapped it up. I showed you guys how I do it sometimes. So if you're interested in looking at that, then that is at the beginning of the live, or should I say before this part of it. So definitely go back and catch that if you are interested. Let's see how much of this I need to go with this one. Basically what I'm trying to do is get my shirt small enough so that it actually shows the print. And now that I've gotten it small enough to see the print, I can either tape this and nothing will happen with me taping it. I can put cardboard in here and tape it. It just depends on what I want to do with it. A box top, any of that kind of stuff. So, let's see. Hey, Puddin' Pie. Welcome in. Hi, Logical Ethical. How are you, Shawnee? And that ain't gonna stay worth nothing, but I'm just showing y'all. It will allow you to be able to get your thing in the correct area. In the inside of this box, I put some contractor's paper, and then I went back and put in some tissue paper. And the reason I left my tissue paper up a little bit higher is because once I put the stuff in there, it kind of pushes all of my paper down, and you can see the walls of my box. So I left my tissue a little while so that once I put the stuff in here, it should help with how it's looking. And that kind of a thing I only realized after I was doing a couple of them. You know, you did the first one or two or three, and you're able to look inside and see different things that you want to change. Well, I'm able to actually make that change. So, listen, I'm about to go to the grocery store. All right, be careful out there, Shawnee. Be careful. Oh, wait a minute. Let's do a couple things. Let's turn this down, this brightness down for one. And let's close these things out. Alright, there you go. We're going to clear all of these off of here. And I may need to plug up somebody. You done got me early this morning with that logic. But yes, ma'am. I be wanting to say it every time, but I just know the rest of the chat ain't gonna know who I'm talking to. So that's why I just be like, hi, honey. Yes, honey, you got me with that one. So we could put this in and just replacement. I'm kind of trying to figure out when to place something. And with my box being cut the way it is, I know I don't have to even go over to the edges of my box. Now I can to help with, you know, securing things, but I don't even have to go to the edges because you're not going to see that. I could also open this shirt up and have it wider on the side since it'll be covering up more of this box. So I could do that. But just trying to really get a feel for what and how I want to put this stuff in here. I think I like the white. We'll put her some lips in somewhere. Here, let's see if we can. Does that help any? Okay, there we go. There we go. Faithful speaking to everybody. Michelle says, I forgot I had Betty. It took me 2 years to build a collection. I was excited to see the end result. Yes, 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 yes. I was really tempted to buy some of the Betty Boop slides, those little slipper sock shoes with the little grippies on the bottom. I started to get some because I was like, I got these Betty Boop shirts, and y'all know these came from the tree store, the Betty Boop shirts. So I was like, I know I have some. But I resisted the urge to go out and purchase those just to make this be a more themed gift. So I left it with the things that I had, and I'm going to see if I can add some non-character stuff in here to pull it together. So we got the socks and the shirt. That's the only actual boot items that we have. And we're going to pull it together with some of this other stuff. So the question is, do we leave the socks together or do we open them out? And here, let me go over and get the top. We'll put the top on, and I can show you guys what it's looking like with the top on. So this is what the socks are looking like. Now, I could also open them up so you get more of a Betty Boop view. And if you want these to stay open and they're not, you could always slide you a piece of cardboard in there. Stock paper, anything that's going to give it a little stability. You can actually also put these, after you get them straightened up, you can wrap them on a piece of cardboard, and then that way they'll stay. So let's see. This is part of my template for my tubs. It goes in the bottom of there, just for demonstration purposes. I could use a piece of cardboard and wrap, or a box top, any of those t-shirt boxes we have, any of that up. Open them up and show Betty, yes. So I can use any of that kind of stuff, and you can literally put them on a box or on a piece of cardboard, side by side, and you can place them in your gift. So even though they're socks, you can open them up and make them look like an item also. And that's probably what you're going to have to do on some of these cake boxes or coat boxes or whatever, because they're so, you know, narrow. You can't get a lot of stuff in there. So if you're taking up space, then go ahead and take it up. And I'm just kind of showing you guys that you can open up your socks and make them look like something. Come on, training class. Thank you, Bundles. So I would do her individually because me, I would stick her butt one on one side and one on the other side and call it a day. You know what I mean? Something like that. But yeah, there you have it. So that's the other part of the Coke boxes, cake boxes. It's just working your magic, figuring out how you want to have the items and getting them in there. Um, and I'm just trying to put this stuff in here to close it up some so that I can show you all. Yes, looks good. Okay. Let's get school. And we could possibly even bring her down. The lips up there. I kind of want her lips to show. Let me go get the top and stick this top on here and at least show you guys that part of it. And then we're going to head off of here. We're going to go ahead and let you guys go. And get this put together. I don't know if I even have any more holes cut in my boxes while I'm talking all that junk. Let's see what we have. Oh, here's some. I don't want to go. What? Hey, Chantel. Says looks good. Okay, Faithful 5 says put one of the socks in the bag and the other place it wherever. Good idea. Thank you. Faithful, that is awesome. Open them up, open them up. What you got there from DT? I'm coming to Florida, Maryland. Don't get none of the good stuff. Yes, ma'am. Those socks, the t-shirts and the socks both came from the tree store. Have a wonderfully blessed day, ladies. Got to log into these folks' shop. Thank you, Bundles. Great day to you. I don't want to go. What's that rose gift in the background? Incomplete. She just up there chilling for the time being. You leaving already? I am, Chantel. The way that bag wants to be so plain. That way the bag won't be so plain. Yes. So these were the box tops, the other pieces of the boxes, and yeah, so we have more. Like I said, I just went through and cut up a whole bunch of them, and I can just set them on here. And you see, these are the duds. These are the ones I should have showed Kay and Sean earlier, because these ones was a mess. So yeah, all of them don't come out looking a certain way. That's why I had these stacked up, because all of these was a mess. So these are foundational. Hold on, my bad. Be right back. Those. And these are all the lids that came out of those. I think this one needs to be cut. These ones need to be cut. This one is cut. Yeah, I'll just use this because I know. I need to go straighten up my edges some. So there's my top. Faithful says we're going to put one of the Betty Boop socks inside the bag. She says, I just got here. Shawnee says, you know I'm nosy. Well, this is, oh my bad, I'm going to knock y'all down. I think y'all can see her. Well, there she is back there. So that's just, I think a CVS Bear, one of the tubs, that burgundy, or the rose gold. This is like a pillow spray, a lotion, and a body wash. I put that in there. It's been sitting up over there on my table for the longest. So I slid that in there, and I may or may not keep it in there. None of these flowers are attached. I literally just stuck them inside of that flower arrangement. Like I didn't. I literally did that and stuck them in there to see if I wanted to go that direction. I had pulled this little wallet to go with it. I don't know if she's going to stay or not. This is a little keychain wristlet thing, which may or may not stay. This I pulled because of the color. Y'all know I'm matchy, real granimal with it. And she's sitting on the top of a bucket. an Easter pail. That's all she's sitting on. So we're going to get her together. She'll be sitting on something else, but the Easter pail gave her enough height so that she was able to hang out on top of the box. Hey Tasha, good morning, Pretty Girl Designs by Tasha. Welcome in. Hey Miss Jeanette, welcome, welcome. Miss Kathy, it's cold today. Yes, ma'am. Getting ready for the snow. That bear is supervising. That bear been supervising me for like 3 days straight. She gotta go. She coming along cute. She is. She is. I gotta figure her out, but yeah, she'll be good. I may just put a blanket on there to give her a little bit more money, and of course add some roses and some pretty flowers in my little floral arrangement. Bring that up, elevate that some, so that it'll get command more money. And yeah, we'll put another big core item, a nice price core item in there, and I think she'll be in the category with her siblings. Where you get the pointer, I need one like that. I got this from the tree store. This is a Dollar Tree. I saw Miss V's Creations using this, and I told her in the chat, I was like, I got to have one of them. So I went out and got me one, and I've been pointing stuff out for forever. And I'm pointing at the grandkids, I've been pointing at the husband, I pointed at everybody with this little thing. So y'all don't mind me in the pointer. It does bring me joy. So it probably gets used way more than it should. Hey Tina, welcome in. Michelle says, yeah, Michelle got hers from Staples. They had other colors. Yep. Dollar Tree for the pointer. Yes, yes, yes. Well, let's see if we can get Betty in there, inside the bag. And I'm just up here working with y'all right now because all of this, like my bag has to be stuffed and all of the things. So we're nowhere near ready to roll this out. But since we're here, we're showing it. I'm a bus driver. I needed that. Yes, goodness. Yeah. I pointed at my grandkids with it. It was like, what? Especially that little one. You didn't know what to do. I got your little butt now. Cheryl Hendricks. Welcome in, Miss Cheryl. Grand Rising. I'm happy to be here this morning. I need the motivation, having serious trouble getting started. Let's go, Miss Cheryl. Let's go, let's go. Just get started. Just get started. And if you're trying to do too much, which is where I find myself a lot, break it on down. Pull it back. Instead of me trying to figure out 7 baskets right this second, let me take this one basket and work it. If I can pull it together, work it, then I'll work this one basket. I'll bag her, I'll bow her, I'll do all of the things. That'll give you a sense of accomplishment, show you that you're doing things, get you something finished so you'll feel good. That'll motivate you to see something else completed. It also helps jog your memory and try to get you to hone in on one certain type of thing instead of, I need purple for this one and blues for that one and greens for this one. If you're working on them one at a time, sometimes we have to do that. Y'all know I talk about doing gifts in succession, but sometimes we have to slow it down and do one thing at a time so that we can really focus on what it is we're doing. Prepping my PJs, putting them on boxes. Okay, Chantel, good job, good job. Chantel, that is a perfect profession for a pointer. Love it. Get them pointers. Yep. So, I just stuck the sock inside of the bag, like Faithful said, and she is super cute in there. I'm loving her. That brings an element of not personalization, but it brings our theme to this particular item. So like I could have put a sticker, a Betty Boop sticker on there, or a pack of Betty Boop chapsticks if I had it, something inside of here, and that would make this item itself look like it's a Betty Boop item when it's really not. So we do the same thing with our stickers and our decals and all that kind of stuff. So I'm glad she pointed that out. We can put her in the bag since it's a clear bag, and now it makes this a Betty Boop themed item also reduces how much space I need to use in the gift because I had the other sock right here and it was kind of in the way. Well, now that I have her in the bag, as long as my bag is shown, the sock is also. So pull that over, pull that over. And I'm going to just put this little top on here for you guys so y'all can see kind of where we're going. Of course, this would probably be in a red and white cello, red and white polka dot cello, and with a red ribbon around there. Hi, Miss Cheryl. Welcome in, Miss Cheryl Williams. Hope you're having a great day. Miss Hendricks, you got this. You got this. It's a lot. You got it. Are you working on something in particular today? Or are you looking to work on something? Something else that I do if I'm stuck is I'll get something that's quote unquote easy. Something that I don't have to think a lot about, but it may be really repetitious. Like those little cup gifts. And I'm putting the socks inside the cup and then the lip gloss in the cup and wrapping each of the cups in cello and all of that kind of stuff. Once I think of the concept at one time, then I can just duplicate it, duplicate it, duplicate it. That way I'm working on something, I'm getting some things done, but I'm not having to spend a lot of brain power on it. So that may be something else. What you put in the box to rise the items up. There is contractor's paper under here. Contractor's paper and some tissue paper to cover up the contractor's paper. But yeah, that's all back there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's just contractor's paper. And once you kind of figure out where you want your stuff, like some of them I have cups in or shoes, and those things are a lot thicker than like my t-shirts would be. So I would have more paper on one side, less on the side that I'm having the shoes on, or none on the side that I'm having the shoes on. That way I can recess them enough so that they're not sticking out of the top of my gift. So you may have to make some adjustments to it. I usually don't put paper in until I know what all is going in this box. This one was already filled. I already had started putting a pair of PJs on one side, and then I had a cup in the middle. So it's deep right up and through here because there was a cup. So there's not a lot of paper in here. So I would have to lift that up. And that's why I say I'm not actually doing this one. I was just kind of showing you guys because I know I have to lift that up so I don't have a dent right here in the middle. All right, thanks. You're welcome. So this is one of the other cake boxes that's all extra wavy and look a mess. And don't nobody even see it. All these boxes have been misshapen, misformed, all of the things, and ain't nobody said nothing about it yet because they don't see it, and or they don't care, and or I don't care. But if you want to be super jazzy, you can take you some decorative ribbon and run you a bead around your window so that you can make that be a little prettier. Having trouble with it. Yeah, you can put, just a piece of ribbon around there. These boxes, you have to do them a little bit at a time so they don't want to slide down. And like I said, this one had something else in it, so my box is kind of puffed out. So y'all hold on a second. This is, of course, going to show us behind since I'm on camera. Get this side on, then this side slides off. Smacking the butt. Chantel says I got cake boxes 12 by 12 by 12. Hoping it looks like my vision. Oh, the tall clear ones, very nice. I hope so too. There we go. I was gonna say, cut up. And y'all know my cake boxes, I made it myself, so there's no window in here. It's just open. So I could theoretically complete these, put the top on there, and fill them from this angle if I wanted to. Just some something. No, not clear. Oh, okay. So you cut the top of the box yourself. Yes, I did, Faithful 5. I used a cake or a t-shirt box as my guide, and I drew it into the center of this once I turned it upside down and drew, traced around my shirt box. Then I removed my box, the shirt box out of the way, and I have a nice little rectangle on the other side, the inside of the box. So then you take your ruler, a straight edge, but you take your ruler and you put it down on your line. You take your X-Acto knife and you follow your ruler all the way down, and you can cut. You do it on all four sides, and it pops out. So now you have a window box that you can design up the same way they're designing the cake boxes. But these were on clearance from Walmart after the season. So I opted to use these. So I'm spending about a quarter a box as opposed to $2 or $3, however much those cake boxes cost. Not a, it doesn't seem like a big savings, but I was not in the market to go and spend $50 on some cake boxes. Like that just, I couldn't do it financially. So I found another option.
Hey, what's up, cuz?
That bag just brought it up a
Think
whole,
I
it
got
did.
some,
It did. I'm so loving it. Now I wish I had more of these. Yeah, I appreciate you for that. Thank you so much. But yeah, this is it, y'all. This is just filling up the
Okay,
cake box.
I was doing that.
So, we got the t-shirt, we got her some socks, and we got her a little fanny pack. And then, like this thing, you can put your little piece of glue dot up here and take it and center it and stick it right there. And that way you don't have to worry about it moving. It's secured. I got the red cello. I just got polka dot. I didn't get the hearts and stuff like that. So I got a red polka dot cello. I have white and I have a pink. So this one would be, of course, with our red. And I have a red ribbon here that I could use. I also have some black and white polka dot ribbon that I may use on some of the other ones depending on what colors I put in there. But yeah, that's all she wrote. That's all it's gonna be, y'all. Cheryl says I went to Walmart and got plenty of boxes. I'll share if you visit. Ooh. Miss Cheryl, you in my neck of the woods? Love it. Hey, Charlie Shops. I might have missed you, honey. Oh, yep, there you go. Hey, good morning. Looks lovely. Thank you, Chantel. Yes, ma'am. Come through, Betty. Right, Logical. I was like, girl, go, girl. All right. I just subscribed to your channel, loving your creativity. Thank you, Faithful Five. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm more of an LLCer. I'm more of a, I like what you did with that. Let me, and I'll use that as inspiration to what I'm doing. Or thank you for showing me how you used XYZ products. Now let me tweak it and make it my own. So I saw the cake boxes on other people's channels and got an idea of what they were doing with it. Figured out how I was going to make it a concept on my budget and with my supplies, and I'm just kind of putting stuff out there. So that's kind of what's going on over here. I'm not always the most creative, but I will copy some stuff, take inspiration from some of our lovely sisters, and that's one of the things I love about this. No, I'm home. Bought here after watching the post. Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you, Miss Cheryl. I know a few that would buy that, right, Chantel? Exactly. My mom was talking about that before. She was like, your family and friends would buy that and all that kind of stuff. So I was like, okay. And that was just when I had the t-shirt. All I had was the t-shirt and the socks. And my mama had like sold off 10 of them for me. So I was like, let me see if I can raise her up a notch, make her a little cuter, and we'll get her gone to some more homes. Hey, Miss Roncia, welcome in. This old lady is tired. I got a late start, but I'm rolling now. I missed you. Well, thanks for coming in, Roncia. And we do what we can do, honey. You come in when you can come in. There's always the replay, all of the things. So don't beat yourself up about that. We have a lot going on. Chantel says, yes, I used them cake boxes last year. Okay, okay, yeah. So there's that. Um, Here's a piece of the white polka dot, and here's a remaining piece of the pink polka dot. Of course, y'all know we won't do all of the dots. It's just gonna be one. Yes, I.
You got some tables there?
What kind of table?
Tables, like, balcony tables.
6 foot table?
Table, table.
Um, I think there are 2 in storage that are not being used. But I have 4 tables erected in storage holding gifts. Yeah. I can probably drop one of those tables in the workshop, because there's 2 in the workshop that's up. So I can drop that, and we could do 3. Other than that, I would have to take that stuff off of those tables and store it. But don't you have? I thought you had some in your shed too.
I don't know, but I think I just got the wrong table. Don't break that.
Oh.
Well, I'm gonna go.
Okay. Let's see. Chantel says, but I learned a few things to upgrade. Thank you to the community. Essence says, I just completed a basket number 2 now. I'm finally rocking and rolling the whole month of January, sinuses and being tired, but now I got the energy and I shopped a little too much. Yes, ma'am, Essence, put that stuff in them gifts. Let's go. I wasn't that confident last year, but people love them because it was new and not a basket. Yes, 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 yes. They like variety. They like variety. Um, so yeah, there's that. But that was just a cake box demonstration. I hope some of all of the things that we discussed here. Let's turn this off for one thing, so I can see how long I've been up here. Oh, an hour and 28 minutes and 28 seconds. We're gonna get up out of here. We got 39 in the chat and 51 thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for liking the live and spending some time with us this morning. I appreciate it. And I guess I'll show the couple of boxes that I showed before that are sitting right here, and we'll go ahead and end this thing off. So Betty Boop is working. We're gonna work a couple of the Bettys. We did a couple of the Winnie the Poohs. We've done a couple Hello Kitties. Here is who is this? Care Bears. So Care Bears has the sleep pants, a pair of the Snuggadoo socks, fragrance set, cosmetic case. Got a little picture of what the PJs look like at the bottom. Put a little Care Bear, I think that came off of something. May have come off, I don't know what that came off, but it came off of something, so I put it up there. Used a white polka dot cello on this and had nothing better to do with my life than use blue and white polka dot on the ribbon. So that's it, and that's all. On the back I have that they're sleep pants and what size the sleep pants are. So there's that one. And here we have, I'm copying that Care Bear. Beautiful, love the cake boxes. Thank y'all. Chantel's is cute. And this is Hello Kitty. So again with the sleep pants. This one has a 2 pair of hydrating masks. I think I got these from Walmart for $1 to change. And I put some glue dots along the top of here and shoved it up under the bottom so it ain't moving. I ain't got to worry about it going nowhere because it's literally attached to the box itself. I put some Care Bear slides in here, and this is a pair of Care Bear socks. We put her little rose Here is my pants. This came off of my shoes that told you what size the shoes was. So I wrote it on a little thing and put it on the back of here just like I did the other ones. They are beautiful, especially Hello Kitty. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. So yeah, that's what we got going on. See if I can get it out of the light for you. So there's that. So that's what I've been working on. Like I say, I'm trying to complete some things. But yeah, so we got Betty Boop, Hello Kitty, Care Bears, Winnie the Pooh, Minnie Mouse, and Mickey Mouse. And that's about as far as I've gotten. And for the most part, all of them are sleep pants, or a t-shirt or a night shirt type of a situation. That's pretty much what everybody started with, is some type of sleepwear. I'm heavy in my sleepwear, so my sleep pants, my PJ sets, my robes. I'm heavy in all that kind of stuff. So I was trying to roll those out. And me personally, I do those sized items by themselves. So rarely are you going to get two items that have sizes on them in one container. Like the Betty Boot one that I just did, the socks don't have a size, the purse doesn't have a size, but the shirt does. So I don't like doing that because it's kind of hard to match up the sizes. Like she's a size extra large in pants, but she's a size 6 in shoe. I would never put that combination together. If I'm doing a extra large in pants, I'm probably giving her a 8 or 9 or 10 size shoe. You know, that kind of a thing. So to keep that down with, oh well, the shoes fit but the pants don't, the pants fit but the shoes don't. I try to limit it to one sized item per gift. And that's just how I do it. I know other people mix them up and pair them up and don't have a problem. And if that's not their size, they can give it to somebody else. I just try to kind of keep myself out of that because I got a lot of that. I guess like my first year, the PJ sets were a certain size, but then the slides I put in there weren't the slides. So they were using that as an excuse, like I would get it, but she's not gonna be able to wear the shoes. So, what else do you have, and that kind of a thing. So I realized after the fact that some of those things that I had left over were because of the sizing. So I kind of strayed away from that going forward. You did that, ma'am. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Those are pretty. Thank you, A Touch of Elegance. Tina says, can you do the t-shirt boxes the same way? Because I have a lot of shirt boxes. Yes, ma'am, you surely can. You don't have to have a lid to them. You can set these up as a flat lay concept without this top part of the box. Um, you may want to recess your items down and put shred around the corners of it. Put your shred in there, recess your items down, and then wrap the entire thing in a cello or in a shrink wrap or something like that. You'll get the same look um, if you use just a regular open box without having this topper on here, if that makes sense. Yes, me too. Yes, as we grow, we learn. Yes, goodness. Hey, Miss Loretta, welcome in. Hey, Keita Love, how are you? I am well. I am well. I am well. I done talked myself into it, Keita. I gotta leave the house today. I'm going outside. So I jumped down a little bit to show you guys some of the stuff that I was working with. Spend a little time before Shant got on. Who came on live? Let me see. Hold on, hold on. Somebody just went live. Oh, Tasha's live. Tasha's live, you guys. Pretty Girl Designs by Tasha is live if you all want to go and hang out with her. We got 36 in and 56 thumbs up. Thank you all. I appreciate it. But yeah, kid, I talked myself into leaving the house today. So I came on to spend a little bit of time um, and show you guys some of the things that I was working on until Shant came on. But then Shant came in and said she was not coming on today. So we extended it. We've been up here showing well, not tutorials, but I demonstrated how I wrap a wired basket. I showed you guys some of the completed gifts my 150, 125, $150 gifts that I've completed, a couple of those. I showed me filling this Betty Boop cake box. I also showed some of the Hello Kitty and Care Bear cake boxes that I've already done. And then I was just running my mouth. So, yes, if you just came in, I would appreciate you guys going and checking out the replay. Um, let's see, let's see. Wow, I guess I'm gonna use the t-shirt boxes too. Yeah, Chantel, give it a try. Nothing. I mean, hey, if you don't like how it looks, then don't worry about it. But I would definitely try it. It's just like any of those flats. Y'all remember those little flat things that we were putting the socks in, and then the candies and all that kind of stuff? I wasn't doing it, so I shouldn't say we. But when y'all are doing those flats, it's the exact same concept, except you don't have that clear plastic to put on top of it. Instead of you buying a box with that clear plastic, you're going to use your cello or your shrink wrap and make your own topper and then just close it up.
I ain't got none in there.
You don't?
Mm-mm.
Okay. If it hadn't been such an issue with folk, then they might have been able to get them from about the rental place.
There.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
uh-huh. And why they just coming up with that now? That's the day. Do they even have the tents and stuff?
Yeah, they got tents. But um,
Tina says, okay, thank you. That was very helpful. Enjoy watching your videos. Thank you, Tina. Your gifts are adorable. Thank you, Roncie. I appreciate it. Kita says, what are you going out to get today? Um, Kita, honestly, I need to take these gifts out of my house and go put them in storage. So I'm gonna make a trip to storage and offload some of the gifts out of here so I can have more room to create some more gifts. So I'm doing that. I have to meet a lady to sell a table off a marketplace. I have a table, one of the spring shop tables that I got from Hobby Lobby. She's buying that for me, so I'm gonna meet her there and sell that. Other than that, um, uh, I don't know. I didn't go to the Family Dollars. I haven't been doing a lot of the sales or any of that kind of stuff. So I think for the most part, I'm just going to spend a little time outside because I've been in for quite a bit of time. So, hey, Helena, welcome in. Do y'all know when Michael's hits 80%? 80% for which ones, Essence? 80% for what? Like, what is it, Valentine's Day? No, not Valentine's Day. Yeah, what do they have 80% on, Keto? I mean, Essence, my bad. S. Marie, where are you located? I am in Florida. I am in Florida. The Christmas ribbon, I've been eyeballing it. I might need to go check. Oh, so you're trying to figure out when Michael's is going 80% off because they have Christmas ribbon? Ooh. I don't know. Essence, Hobby Lobby isn't my go-to place. Meanwhile, we -10, feeling like -40. Yeah, I think we're I think it's like 50 degrees here. Yes, it's 49 degrees here. And I think our highs for the day is going to be like 75 or 80 degrees. So we should be fine today. Oh, so no storm for you guys? No, ma'am. We're expecting rain on Sunday, but no, not the ice storm, snowstorm thingy that you guys are getting. Although 30 minutes west of me got snow on Sunday, I believe, um, Sunday morning, but we did not. People are oh, well, that's craziness. That's not a good text to get. Yeah, we should get up to 74 degrees tonight. Today, excuse me. And let me look at our 5 day. Monday we get down to 23 degrees. The low for Monday is 23. The low for Tuesday is 25. 29, 28. So yeah, those are our lows. 23 through 28 for the rest of the next week, the beginning of next week. So other than that, we're pretty good over here in these neck of the woods. So the end of next week, I will be in the house again because I ain't going out there in that cold. You're supposed to get snow, freezing rain, and sleet. Ooh, Helena. Goodness, y'all stay safe over there. Praise God. Yeah, Chantel. They say we're supposed to get snow, ice, but I hope not this weekend. Oh, man. Logical says it's 53 here in the Carolinas. I'm up weighing, wearing thigh-high boots, and about to make some money. Wait, what? Loretta says we're supposed to get 7 to 8 inches. Ooh, wee. I'm normally cold in the mornings. No sign of snow right now, though we're supposed to be getting it. Okay, okay. So yeah, guys, we're not getting the snow this time. I don't believe. So yeah. But there's that bad weather expected for Texas, and I have a lot of gifts on my 14-foot trailer. Is there anything extra should do to protect my gifts? Is it a climate control trailer? Is it just regular trailer, insulated trailer? Um, for my stuff, I all of my stuff's in a climate control. All of my completed gifts are in climate control storage, a storage unit. So I would say, uh, watch for. I guess I saw, who was it? I think Donna House was talking about her body washes and stuff froze and burst open. Um, So yeah, I don't know, you guys. If you have the ability to maybe put a little heater in there to keep it from getting like -40 and busting all of your stuff, that may be an option. I don't know. I'm in Florida, so I don't have a lot of cold weather remedies. No insulation, no heat. Yeah, I would probably try to put some heat in there. If it's going to be negative something, then your stuff could definitely burst and spill out inside of your gifts. I think one of our basket makers was telling us about she had that issue. She lost 35 bottles or so that were inside of gifts already. So you may want to see if you can get some type of heat source in there. We are looking at 25. Oh yeah, 25 is okay. Now my workshop, I keep the heat on in my workshop, but I only keep it on to like 50 degrees or 55, I think is what I have it set at. I don't need it to be warm in there. I just need it to not be so cold that my product freezes or starts to sweat and all of that to cause additional moisture in there. So I keep my AC on in the workshop, or excuse me, my heat on in the workshop to make sure it's kind of evenly um, tempered in there. But I don't know, for you guys that's in that cold weather, I really don't have much to offer you with regards to advice. All I know is I heard stuff burst, like the shower gels and stuff like that. It's bursting once they freeze. So, Shawnee says your chocolate will turn white if you have any chocolate out there. Ooh, well, y'all better listen. And some of you cold weather climate basket designers, could you go live or either do a video that can give some recommendations to the other people who may be experiencing cold weather? Give them some pointers of some things to look out for. Your chocolate's turning white. Your body wash is freezing. Your things getting condensation in them after they've been so cold and then start coming back to temperature. That would be awesome content, and I think a lot of people in the community would benefit from that because this may be their first time. I don't really have a lot of tips and tricks with regards to that because I don't experience cold like that a lot of the times. So if anybody has any tips or tricks for the cold, I would definitely say put you up a video, a short or something, because you could definitely help out the community with figuring out, you know what I mean, what they can or cannot do to help that situation. That's just a recommendation. I'm not assigning that as homework for anybody, but I think it's something that will get a lot of engagement. So if you're looking for that type of engagement on your channel, then I'd say put something out there. Thank goodness no candy out there. Yeah. Yep. All right, let me get off of here. Let me go find some folding tables. Let somebody borrow some folding tables. Our mechanic, the guy who does a lot of the work, or used to do a lot of work on our vehicles, um, his mom passed, and they're having her services tomorrow. And so my husband is going to go there and cook food for the family and all that kind of stuff today. But they just called and asked if we have tables. So of course you guys know we have like 10 tables, but they're all in use. So that's why I was telling him, yeah, we got the tables. They just have stuff on them. So if I have to go and take all that stuff off of those tables to break them down, then it is what it is. Or should I say, I'm not going to do it. They're going to have to send somebody over here to do it. I'm not doing that. I put them up by myself. I doggone sure ain't finna take all the things down. Miss Tina says, ladies, I have a question for anyone that can help me. I have about 10 X and O wine glasses. Can y'all give me an idea on what to put in them? There's any clear boxes, or what can I put them in? Uh, Here, let me show you a last year concept that I found with some wine glasses and stuff in it. All right, let's get Betty out the way. Put you up there. Put you there. Let's see. Let's turn you guys back on. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Um. So thank you for your help. You're welcome, Marcia. So this is something that I did with some wine glasses. Yes, it is dirty and dusty and old, all of the things, and all of this stuff is going to be trashed. So look over some of the stuff. Because this was in a box, and goodness knows I would not have left it in a box with there being chocolates and stuff in there. But this is a clear, what do you call it? Ice bucket or something? I don't know. Anyway, I got them from Dollar Tree. So this is what this is at the bottom. I put this red paper in, like, this was last year, y'all. The girl done grew up a little bit, but y'all look over that. I just put some red paper down in the bottom of there. I have 2 wine glasses sitting in there. Those are actually plastic wine glasses. I put a little piece of chocolate, a couple pieces of chocolate in there. I had the sparkling cider here on the side. There was a box of chocolates just to kind of bring in the Valentine's. This is just a backer. There's nothing major about that backer. It's just a piece of covered cardboard back there. And this was one of the date night plaques they had. And this is a vibrating bullet. So this is what I had in one of my gifts. And the other 3 sold, but this one did not. So, but I would do the wine glasses. If you have any of the sparkling ciders, you can put those in there. Any of those little Martinellis, you could do those in a concept. It just, the possibilities are endless. It just depends on what you're trying to do. You could use a regular box, like we were talking about the t-shirt boxes or the decorative boxes, the pretty big size ones. You could put your bottle on that side, your 2 wine glasses, your chocolate up here to the top, put a little bear in there, close it all up, and there you have it. So it just depends on what type of containers or vessels you have at your disposal. And that helps me figure out what kind of stuff I want to put in there. Good morning, Sedona. Welcome in, welcome in. Roncia says, thank you for your help. You're welcome, Roncia. So, with that being said, you guys, we're going to end this here. I'll be back. I'll come and play with you guys a little bit later. I don't know what we're going to do, but I may even come back while we're outside. So, we may go shopping, and we may go look at a couple of things. There have been a couple of places I saw you guys go to that I have not been to because I've been in the house. So, we may go out there. I am due for a haircut, so I may go somewhere and get my haircut today. This all depends on what I do. So, it's kind of starting my starting my birthday weekend off. We were going to a concert last night until my husband was asked to cook at this repast today. So we did not go to see Sadiq, Ali Sadiq. That's where I wanted to go. So we didn't do that. But yeah, we're going to press on and figure out and have some fun today. Weather's going to be pretty. So that's the plan. Does that help, Tina? I mean, I'm not necessarily the craftiest or the creative, but yeah, there should be lots of information out there as far as the wine bottles and the that kind of thing. I do know that they sell a 2 pack of wine bottles at the dollar spot in Target that are shaped like hearts, whereas those same heart shaped ones, okay, instead of those heart shaped ones that they have at the Walmart for $1 each. So if you're looking for a 2 pack, then that may be an option. Since this is shrink wrap, I usually keep my shrink wrap because I'll be able to come back and print something else with that. But I'm just talking about it when I'm sitting right here looking at it. Ali is so funny. I saw him a few months ago. Really, Helena? Girl, I just got into Ali Sadiq. And once I saw him, I had been binge watching him. And then I messed around and looked up, and he was not far from me. And I was like, hold on now. You might be able to go. And it was hilarious because when I told my husband about it, he was like, "You want to go to a concert? You want to go where other people are?" I was like, "Yeah." So we were considering it, but then, like I say, it was requested that he uh, help with the repast. So that's what he's going to do, and I definitely understand that. My birthday will be my birthday, but showing up for the people who have shown up for us is also important. So him, taking some time to go over and help the mechanic and his people is, it is what it is. So let's see. Good morning, Esmeree. Hey, Miss Nene. Hey, Miss Brenda Alexander. How are you? Miss Nika Boo. Hey, girl. Hey. Welcome in. Long time no see. Yes, go if you can. Yes, yes, yes. He's coming to some other places, and I'm gonna go. I'm gonna find him. I'm gonna find him. I'll probably catch him in Biloxi or somewhere in Mississippi or somewhere like that. Jacksonville's already sold out, which is also somewhere that I could have made it to. So we gonna get there. Very important because many people don't. Yes, Helena. Yes, yes, yes. So it is what it is. Like I say, I celebrate all month, and to be honest, there hasn't been a lot of celebrating and all of the things. My mental ain't been where it needs to be. Yeah, this is Best Buy, June of last year. So this goes, I'm pretty sure this candy is old. It's all get out. So let's see. This is Best Buy, May of 2025. Yep. I don't know if you guys can even see this. Look. All right, so this is the back of my chocolate. Look down here. You see how it's kind of starting to discolor down there? That's an indication that we got something going on. And then if you look right here, it's kind of fuzzy down there. That's probably mold or mildew or something. I don't know what it is, but that is definitely an indication. If you have old chocolates, things that you kept, open something, sample it, look in there and see what that stuff looks like before you put it out there on the streets. Last thing you want is to have chocolate that you have had sitting next to perfumes and now all of your chocolate smells like perfume. I don't do the chocolate inside with the fragrances. I don't even do the chocolates inside anymore. So that's how you know this is old. But yeah, no chocolate goes inside. No candles go inside my gifts because I'm in Florida and the heat will melt it. Even if it's 50 degrees, 40 degrees, if we're in direct heat, it's going to melt that stuff. Aerosols can blow up. Candles will melt. Chocolates will melt. Gummies will melt. Deodorants will melt. So I don't put them inside my gifts unless it's something that I'm actually able to keep an eye on and keep out of the sun. But if you have chocolates and stuff, sample those things, open them up, and see what they're looking like before you give them out to your other customers. Last thing you want is that chocolate to smell, taste like perfume. You don't want to give anybody any white chocolate. You don't want to give anybody, any bad chocolate, any bad candy. So if you have stuff from previous years, I at least advise you to open up one or two and take a look and see what it's looking like. Yeah, you'll lose a box or two, but I would rather you lose a box or two to realize all of the rest of it is good than you lose a box or two, or sell off all of the boxes you have, and then it's all bad, and now you're known for sending out bad stuff. So check that kind of thing out. Yep, it looks like mold, right? Very important because many people don't. Yeah, you got to look in there and see. So y'all check your stuff. Don't just be putting that out there. And the same goes for your gift sets. Check and see if there are expiration dates on that stuff. If they are, suck that up. That's a loss. Write it off on your business as lost product, as damaged out goods. But do not put that stuff out there and try to sell that off to people, because that's the last thing you want, is to get a representation. What do you get? Reputation of having bad products. That stuff will follow you. Good morning, Crystal. And actually, all of these can go away. Yep. Look in the inside of there. And y'all see how that one particular piece of chocolate had started melting down into the cup. So, check your stuff. And I was just saying, I'm going to just throw this whole thing away because I don't like these little plastic glasses anyway. But yeah, all of this is going in the trash. I'll open this and pour it out and then throw it in the trash. You can stay. All of you guys can stay. And now my thing is already formed. So I can literally take a good bottle, drop it right back in that hole, put me some more things up here, add me some more items, and go on about my day. I'm ready to build another concept. But I have 2 items that survived. That's it. Everything else had to go. And I'm okay with that. All right, y'all. I'm gone. I'm getting off of here. I gotta go do stuff. Y'all gonna have me in here playing and talking with y'all all day. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I appreciate you. You all have a great rest of your day. We look forward to seeing you in the chats. Let that start draining out. Now I can take you 2 items and stick y'all back in there and put you back where the rest of the stuff is, and my bow that I may be able to reuse. Have a great day. Hi, my Sylvie. Welcome in. Great day on purpose, everyone. Yes, yes, yes. If you guys did not catch us from the beginning, please go back and watch from the beginning. We discussed a lot of stuff, showed a lot of stuff, and yeah, all of the things. So y'all go back and look, please, and thank you. And if you happen to catch this on the replay, leave me a comment. Say #replay, and say something in the comments. I'll be up here on live, but I know some of you guys go back and watch the replays. But if you do, just go back and hit it right quick. Just leave me a comment. I would greatly appreciate it. It would help get my engagement up some. So with that being said, you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace and blessings, and I'll see you in the chats.